All right, guys, welcome back to another video. We are looking at Bro Bible source. It says radar shows China using weather control to manipulate and change direction of a typhoon. And it shows the photo right here. I'm going to click it. Let's see if we can blow it up. There that is. This article is basically talking about Hurricane Doreen that took place. That where the islands went destroyed, is very, very bad situation. But it says, but is there already a secret? Okay, excuse me. It says, let me just start from the beginning. The heartbreaking images of the Bahamas being obliterated by former catastrophic Category 5 Hurricane Doreen are very difficult to look at. People want to try to diminish hurricanes and typhoons so that the entire islands are not destroyed. But is there already secret technology being used to control or manipulate the weather? Yes. A wild conspiracy theory suggests that China already wields weather control technology. I already knew that and believe that. That is powerful enough to affect dangerous typhoons. Our government does it too. And Russia has it. Okay. A recent weather radar reading appears to show China using something man-made to affect a typhoon and push the storm away from the mainland. UF hunter and alien conspiracy theorist Scott C. Warning shared a video of what he alleges is weather control utilized by China on his website UFO Sightings Daily. Warnings claim that he has spotted something unusual and eye-opening in a simple weather radar clip. He says, quote, I was using a weather map radar and I noticed something peculiar beam shooing. I think that's supposed to say shooting, so that's a typo, from China and hitting the eye of the typhoon, heading towards us in Taiwan. Warning, note on his site. This is 100% proof weather modification is being used. But it is to steer typhoons, or does it actually create the typhoons? I think it's really, okay. I think that it was probably started out, I think some things are started out for the good, and then we already know how it goes. The power. It's like, my precious. Sorry. It could probably be both, exactly. So, it says the last 7 typhoons that have come at us head on have all stopped abruptly, like boom, like somebody just shut the door and said, "Nah, we're gonna end it right here." So it just hits the shores. So it's kind of like there's a barrier, or like let's like a force field. You know what I'm saying? Like boom, right there. That's as far as you can go. Or that's the length of it. It's stay woke. Let's check out this video. I hope I don't get in any trouble for it. I am giving credit for the site. I don't know. But I do want to check out this video. So yeah. Let's do this. I'm going to blow this sucker up. And that went really, really fast. Let's do this. Okay. Oh, you can see it. That's crazy. So basically okay, I see it. The streaks, it's like a blue line. You can see it, right? Hold on. Right there. Right here at the bottom. Right. Am I right? Oh, it won't move. Well, okay, you see where it shows like where the speaker mic is muted? That line right there is a representation. Well, no, that line right there is the proof of the laser beam. Dear kittens. Okay. So let's flip this around. And it says the post was made on September 6th. So we assume the storm he is talking about in the article and video is a typhoon. Ling, was it Ling? If China was able to manipulate or turn away a typhoon, that is a remarkable achievement because the storm had a radius of 111 miles when it was close to Taiwan and had sustained winds of 90 miles per hour, wind gusts up to 111, miles per hour. Weather maps showed that the typhoon was on a collision course to Taiwan and headed towards mainland China, and then it mysteriously went back to the sea. Okay, y'all, come on, man. Look, I know a lot of stuff can be naturally made. Yeah, caves aren't dead giant bodies that's castilized and been laying on Earth, and we're just walking in and out of them. No, that's not real. It is. But anyways, my thing is, can we not, some of us just think, even if you're not outside of the box, if you could just like get a little, let me hand you a pencil in my imaginary, mind, and you're in your box, and I'm just gonna, boom, you got a pencil, right? Okay, you're in your box. Can you just poke a hole through that box and just look out of whatever kind of hole you can create and tell me that that does not make sense? You cannot tell me that that is natural, that the storm goes, hold up, boom, bam, I'm gonna stop right here, dude. Just out of nowhere. I'm just saying, man. But once the typhoon moved towards north of the Chinese city of Ningji, I'm not even going to try to pronounce these words, honey. I am country as it is, and Lord knows, which is where the alleged weather control rays were emanating from. The storm returned to a course of heading northwest. Oh, there's Dr. Phil. Oh, here's a map. Let's blow this up. Come on. There we go. So this is basically showing the course. So it, was coming in from the sea. Is that near the triangle in China? I don't know. I'm way off. I don't know if that's near what is it called? They have a Bermuda Triangle, but I think it's called the Red Dragon or something. But anyway, and it shows how it curves, which, they can curve. But dude, I think all these storms that we've been seeing coming close, and we're like, whoa, gear up, gear up, gear up. And everybody's panicking, and, everybody's moving away from the coast. And a lot of people from Florida come up here, to South Carolina and North Carolina because we're close, and like Alabama and stuff. And it's like, and then the storm hits the coast, and then that's it. It doesn't even go to the mainland. So what if they're sitting back saying we can make a whole state move? We can literally make a whole state move. Imagine what you could do with the world. While it looks like a crazy conspiracy theory, China has openly admitted that they have invested a lot of money into weather control programs. So why do we have weather control programs if we're not using weather control? Why did I have a video that, hopefully more people have seen, honestly, than I thought would have seen it, on weather control. And one of the presidents admits that, who controls the weather controls the world. Those who know who I'm talking about, you know his name. Go check out my video. So in July of 2016, China's Ministry of Finance announced that it had invested $30 million in weather modification. Okay. It was a program to combat drought and reduce the impact of natural disaster. I believe it's reversed. In 2017, China announced that it was investing $168 million into weather modification programs, and we still okay. Here's something related that I thought was weird that popped in this article, and I'm going to do a video on it. It says related. Pentagon may have created weaponized ticks and released them into the wild. So it doesn't have to be something big. It could be something as small as a fly, honey. Okay? China, back to this, China even has had National Weather Modification Office, which enacted a program to prevent rain from falling during the 2000 Olympics in Beijing. The Chinese government used 2 aircrafts and 20 artillery and rocket launch sites to shoot silver. See, that's what I was seeing, in dry ice into the clouds. And I did a video on this. These dry ice machines are put into like these little layers, like these little tube things, and are put in these little boxes, and they pop up inside the machines. Like Y'all got to go watch my video. If I can find, I'll just put the link in the description. I will just put the link in the description because this relates to a video I did like a month ago or two or whatever. So they shoot the silver iodide, would induce the clouds to rain before they reach the, Olympic venues, including the 91,000 seat roofless Beijing National Stadium, known as the Bird's Nest. Anyways, I didn't have to read all that because whatever. So we use a coolant made from liquid nitrogen to increase the number of droplets while decreasing the average size, explains ZQ. I am not pronouncing his name. Head of Beijing's Weather Modification Office. As a result, now he's admitting that they're able to control rain. That is still weather, right? So when I say, wow, they're spraying us, or wait, hey, y'all, they are controlling the weather, and people are like looking at you like you're crazy, but then as a result, the smaller droplets are less likely to fall and precipitation can be reduced. Q said that the results with light rain have been satisfactory. The U.S. government, has also been trying to manipulate the weather for decades, and they have, sometimes even weaponizing the weather, which they are. Highly classified operation Popeye was a weather control program. Popeye. We have the most stupidest names, I think, sometimes for the stuff that I research in conspiracy theories and programs. It just shows you that Popeye was a weather control program that attempted cloud seeding in an effort to extend, what does that say? Monsoon, season during the Vietnam War to hinder and flood the Viet Cong. The U.S. government experiment named Project Storm Fury also tried to seed hurricanes with silver iodide to make them less powerful. I'm so sorry, y'all. This just got me all messed up. I can't even read. It just pees me off that we're sitting here. We're just little pieces running around on this square chessboard, not a round one. And a lot of people are so blind and just walk around and calling people crazy and whatever, and they're the dumb ones, but they try to make me and other people like me feel stupid for trying to tell people the truth or somewhat of what we think is the truth or what is going on. Testing was done from 1962 until 1983 with little or inclusive results. Oh, there they go again. Scientists are experimenting on trillion-watt lasers to control the weather. It's experimental, however, in the laboratory so far it works. Y'all, when you have water vapor and you have dust particles or ice crystals, you can precipitate rain. So they had all this stuff going on back then before we were introduced to CDs and, cell phones, which were already out back in Charlie Chapman's silent video and all this other technology that they give us piece by piece, like little bitty puppies, like little bitty children running to get the new iPhone. I'm so tired of people. Wake up. And this stuff is serious, and it could be at a drop of a dime. And this doctor right here told the CBS News it condenses around the seeds. The seeds can also be created by laser beams. See, we're still talking about these laser beams. Laser beams have been caught. Laser beams have been talked about, but laser beams are not something major. Not something that's not really protested, or nobody's running around, like in the streets. No, these rich people aren't like, what's going on? So I'm pretty sure they know what's going on. The elites. The seeds can also be created by laser beams. By firing, the watts lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions. And we learned all this in school. This is CBS News. I'm not going to play that one. You guys can check that out. So basically, this goes into the conspiracy theory about the program HARP, which is not funded by the weather-related agency such as NOAA, but rather the U.S. Air Force, which is connected to the video that I did, U.S. Navy of Alaska and Fairbanks, okay? This has sparked conspiracy theories that the U.S. government is attempting to weaponize, they already have, and they're just getting better at it, the weather or use weapon warfare. They already are doing it. This goes into HARP. You guys can check that out if you don't know about HARP. Recent major hurricanes such as Doreen, Florence, Harvey, which was a 6, Michael, and all the other ones, okay, guys? There is an upward trend in North Atlantic hurricane stalling. While scientists have not pinpointed an exact reason because they don't want to send them there of slowing of major hurricanes, there are some conspiracy theorists that suggest that the U.S. government is manipulating the hurricanes. Right? So that ends with that right there. Like I say every time, you guys open your eyes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. You know, stay woke. Don't obey. This was published a month ago, but this has been going on before we were born. If you're older than me and I'm 36, before you were born and your mama and everybody else, do not obey. Stay woke.